Good morning, carnivores. Welcome back. Dougie the Butcher, Carnivore Confidential. Today's video is going to span probably the next 2 weeks, 14, 15 days or so, because what I'm going to be doing today, what I'm going to show you how to do yourself today, is how to make corned beef at home. It's easy, and it's fun, and it's delicious. And cheaper than buying corned beef that's been processed and full of chemicals. Now, I just want to have a few words with you today about corned beef in general. Corned beef doesn't necessarily imply that it comes from one specific muscle. Corned beef can be anything. Usually, it's the brisket, which is this portion right here on the beef carcass, but quite often it's outside round as well. And but again, corned beef can be anything. It could be, it could be inside round, it could be outside round, it could be anything, because corned beef is actually just a process. And I'm going to show you how to do that today, and it's real easy. Today, what I'm using is boneless beef short ribs that I came across at work that were really, really spectacular. And quite often when I come by something that's really spectacular, it comes straight home with me. So today I'm making corned beef out of boneless beef short ribs. And I'm going to show you that process, so let's get busy.
Okay, so this is exactly what I was looking for, just to show you the difference. This is actually a piece of brisket, a slice of brisket, the brisket flat, as opposed to the brisket point. And let's see what kind of ingredients we got going on here. Anyway, I'll show you how to make your own.
Getting after this recipe, this is a recipe I always used to use, and now I've found a hack or a shortcut, and I'm going to let you in on that in a second. Obviously, first of all, we need a whole bunch of cold water. So I've got 16 cups of cold water here. Kosher salt. I've got a mixture of kosher salt and Himalayan pink salt today I'm going to try. We need brown sugar, and we need pink salt, right? Which is the Prague powder that I told you about. We need ginger, and we need juniper berries. And whole cloves. Now, what this doesn't tell you, and what I'm about to, is that you can get all of those, minus these, in pickling spices. So, take the glasses off. So pickling spices is what we're going to use. And I have, you don't need to use this because you can just toss it right in the pot and boil it up with the rest of the salt and stuff. But I like to use it because it kind of gets the juniper berries, or the pickling spice kind of gets all over everything. So, because that recipe calls for a tablespoon of this, a tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of everything on that list calls for a tablespoon of it. It totals 9 tablespoons of each of those spices. I'm just going to put 9 tablespoons of this in. So there's 1. Hopefully I can get it in here. 2, 3, and we can fast forward. 9. Okay, I think I might have made an error in judgment here. Nope, we're going to be good. All right, and also what it doesn't call for in there is some ginger. And this, if you recall, the Prague powder required, let me see, where is it? Here it is, 1 level teaspoon per 5 pounds of meat. So I've got about 5 pounds of meat there, so I'm going to use a level teaspoon. It's warm today. Level teaspoon of that. Tablespoon brown sugar. And you know what? I'm just going to add that to the water because it's going to dissolve. And juniper berries. These are real hard to find. I had to find these online, actually. So we'll get tablespoon of, come on. Tablespoon of juniper berries. I know you probably have noticed that my hands are very, very shaky. It's an involuntary tremor. No, I don't have Parkinson's, and no, I'm not an alcoholic, but it's an involuntary tremor, and there is nothing. I've been to see a neurologist about it. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry, I had to pause for a second and go find myself a sturdy rubber band. So get yourself a sturdy rubber band, double it over a couple of times, because you're going to need to tie this off. You can either use a rubber band or tie it off with a piece of string. Rubber band's just as easy. And hopefully, just lost a juniper berry, but hopefully we can get this done here. There. So what you've got is a little sachet. Pop that right in there. Now what I'm going to do is add the salt. Bring all of this to a boil. Oh, geez, I forgot to show you the most important part. Here's what we're working on today. Some beautiful boneless beef short ribs that I couldn't resist when I found them. When I saw them work, I couldn't resist. Some beautiful beef short ribs. Look at the grain. Oh my God, these are going to be spectacular. Anyway, so that's what we're working with today. Going to get this rolling on a boil. Let it boil for 10 minutes, then cool it down. You can either cool it down naturally or you can shock it with ice cubes just to speed things up, because you don't want to add hot liquid to this stuff because you don't want to cook it. You just want to brine it. And I'll bring you back for that. All right, so as you can see, we've got a rocking good boil there. And I've set our timer. So we're going to let that go for 10 minutes, then cool it completely. Then add it to the boneless short ribs. Come on back for that. All right, so finished boiling for 10 minutes. And sorry I'm out of breath, I just ran downstairs to get ice to shock this thing. So just to help it cool off a little bit quicker, I shocked it with a whole bunch of ice. All right, next. All right, so I have put the meat in a huge Ziploc bag. This is now cooled to the point that we can add it to the bag and get it in the fridge. So yeah, that's the next step. Didn't bother filming actually putting it in this bag, but as you can see, I think it would be prudent to leave it inside this bowl when I put it in the fridge. And I put the sachet of pickling spices in there with it. I'll take it out in a day or two. But yeah, this is going to stay in the fridge for anywhere from 12 to 14 days. So we'll bring you back in a couple of weeks, or maybe even we'll touch base with you midway and just show you what it looks like. All right. Oh, and I forgot, before I leave, down there in that corner, you see my logo. If you hover your mouse over that, that's a button to subscribe to my channel, and I'd really appreciate the support. Kind of gives me a purpose for doing what I'm doing. As I said before, I think I have a voice. I think I have something to share, and I'd really appreciate your support. So please like and subscribe to my new channel, and we'll see you, I guess momentarily, but it'll be a couple of days from now. Take care, folks, and stay hungry. Good morning. Welcome back. Just wanted to show you where we were at with this, but also wanted to ask for your forgiveness. Excuse the clutter. I'm getting ready to start another video that you guys are really going to enjoy. Smoked pork belly burnt ends. And they're going to be candied. So that's what we're going to do in a bit. But for now, I want to show you this. It's been 7 days. That's what we look like. And it smells awesome. And check back and we'll rinse it. We have to rinse it a number of times, let it soak in cold water to get the salt off it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to take the air out of this bag. Like so. And it'll be back in the fridge. Okay, there we go. So back in the fridge. And for obvious reasons, I'm going to keep it in this bowl just in case we have a bag failure of some sort. So stay hungry, you guys. And you're going to really dig this. Greetings, carnivores, and welcome back. I know through the magic of editing, it looks like this all happened in a span of just a few minutes. It's actually, I think 12 days later than when I started this. And I didn't bother showing you I cooked it all day today in my slow cooker. I cooked it on high for 5 hours, high being whatever setting that is. It's low, medium, and high. But I cooked it on high for 5 hours. And I've also got some potatoes and carrots in there that I'm going to add to my meal. But I just want to show you, it smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. I just want to show you the corned beef that we made. Remember, keeping in mind that this is not a brisket. This is boneless. What the heck did I use? Oh, boneless beef short ribs. That's right. Boneless beef short ribs. So let's slice a little bit of this and hopefully give it a taste. The grain, as you can see, the grain runs this way. Well, the grain runs this way. You can see it. So we're going to cut it against the grain, which is this way. Okay, so let's just give it a little slice. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look, it's pink. It's pink, just like corned beef should be. And it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh. You guys. You guys absolutely have to try this for yourselves. If you're not a corned beef fan, then, you know, just pass it up. But this is so good. Now, we could easily turn this into pastrami if we smoked it and coated it in black peppercorns. That would be, the process is the same. The cure is the same. The piece of meat doesn't matter. But you can easily turn corned beef into pastrami by taking the next step by smoking it and adding black peppercorns to the outside. Oh my God, I can't tell you how good this is. If I haven't already, forgive me for talking with my mouth full. I know I say it every video. My channel's brand new. I'm desperate for approval for what I'm doing, and to show Google that I have a voice and something to offer. It helps me out immensely if you like or subscribe to my channel. And if you look right down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the video, you'll see my icon, my logo. That, if you hover your mouse over that, or if you touch that with your finger, if you're on your mobile, that takes you directly to the subscriber page. It means everything to me that if you just hit that and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much, folks. I wish you were here to taste this with me. My wife and I are going to have an awesome meal tonight, and we've got sandwiches for days to come. So, hey, I'm going to land this plane, and thanks very much for coming out. Really appreciate your support. Stay hungry, folks.